Programming brought to you by AWI Networks, Smarter Internet.
Thanks for joining St. George News at 8. I'm Scott Beadle. The Iron County School Board unanimously voted to increase property taxes Tuesday night. This came following a Truth in Taxation hearing where several residents spoke about the issue. The district is estimating an increase of $532,000 in total revenue from the new taxes. Under Utah law, the district is limited in how they can spend that money. The board is proposing different uses for the increase, everything from salaries to education. Plans to develop a large area of public land have inched forward. The Santa Clara Planning Commission recommended approval of an update to the city's existing general plan for the South Hills area following a public hearing Tuesday. The amendment proposes development of an approximately 1,700-acre area south of the Santa Clara River and west of the Santa Clara-St. George boundary. Plans include space for residential zoning as well as zones reserved for commercial development and for business parks. Plans also include a 50-acre outdoor sports park in the western portion of the area near the city water tank. It would have access to existing trails. Authorities are asking for the public's help in identifying a man who reportedly robbed a northern Utah bank at gunpoint Tuesday afternoon. Deputies responded to a bank robbery alarm at the Grand Valley Bank. Witnesses at the bank reported the suspect brandished a handgun while demanding cash. Witnesses described the suspect as a Caucasian man, about 6 feet tall, wearing a gray shirt, dark pants, and white shoes. He also reportedly wore a backpack on his chest. After demanding money, the suspect left the bank on foot, traveling north on 100 West, officials say. Anyone with information is encouraged to call the Wasatch County Sheriff's Office at 435-654-1411. The FBI is seeking the public's help in identifying a serial bank robber dubbed the Great Outdoors Bandit. It's believed he struck 3 more banks on Monday, subsequently providing authorities with clearer photos of the suspect's face. The FBI believes the Great Outdoors Bandit has robbed or attempted to hold up at least 7 banks and credit unions in Idaho and Utah over the past 8 months. Officials believe on Monday the suspect hit 3 banks in Idaho. He's believed to be traveling in a black crossover SUV with Utah license plates. The FBI is offering a reward of up to $10,000 for information leading to the arrest and conviction of the alleged serial bank robber. After closing some climbing areas in Zion National Park at the beginning of March to protect the peregrine falcon nesting areas, park officials recently announced those routes have been reopened. The cliffs of Zion National Park are home to a high concentration of breeding peregrine falcon pairs each spring and summer. Zion National Park has been and continues to be an important sanctuary for the falcons and many other wildlife species. Now to the escalating tension with North Korea. President Trump ramps up the rhetoric, with other U.S. officials also weighing in. This comes as North Korea is threatening to target the U.S. territory of Guam. Emily Rao has the latest.
It is scary, it is something that we can't take lightly.
Residents of the Pacific island of Guam reacting to North Korea's latest threat, saying it is seriously considering a plan to target the U.S. territory, home to crucial American military bases and more than 7,000 U.S. forces.
North Korea best not make any more threats to the United States.
President Trump with an overt military threat of his own, ratcheting up tensions with the nuclear-armed nation. This comes as the latest assessment from U.S. intelligence says North Korea can now produce miniature nuclear warheads small enough to fit inside an intercontinental ballistic missile.
It is a very grave situation, not quite a crisis. The fact that real tough sanctions have been placed on North Korea and they're reacting rather violently
Secretary of Defense James Mattis also weighing in with a statement making clear that North Korea's actions will be grossly overmatched by ours, calling on the country to cease actions that would lead to the end of its regime. A subtle difference from the president, who promised to take action on North Korea's threats.
They will be met with fire, fury, and frankly power, the likes of which this world has never seen before.
And the Secretary of State in Guam also holding firm on the president's tough talk.
What the president was doing is sending a strong message to North Korea in language that Kim Jong-un would understand, because he doesn't seem to understand diplomatic language.
White House officials say the president's blunt language is all part of his strategy. Meteorologist Ross Whitley has your Southern Utah forecast coming up right after this.
The weather tonight is brought to you by AWI Networks, smarter internet.
Our cooler than average temperature streak is over. Temperatures today back at the average and a little above in most places. 101 degrees today officially, 73 degrees last night, and the normal this time of year, right at the 100-degree mark. And the record set back in 1978 of 111 degrees. Thankfully, we're not headed toward that in the next couple of days, really not over the next 7 days. So that is the good news with this forecast. Fortunately, we're going to see the heat continue at least for a few more days before we drop back down into the lower 90s. 101 today here in St. George, Mesquite at 101 as well, Las Vegas at 106. Cedar City got down or up to right at the 90-degree mark, 101 in Hurricane, and 90 degrees in Enterprise. Overnight tonight, we'll see those temperatures drop back down quite nicely into the mid to upper 70s, depending on your location. St. George here at 76, 59 in the higher elevation of Cedar City, Mesquite at 79, and really the wind's going to be pretty light out there overnight tonight, and the rain chances pretty low. Should have mostly clear skies overnight as well. Now our day planner for Cedar City, a little bit cooler tomorrow potentially, with a few more clouds around in the afternoon. Mostly clear at 7 a.m. By the noon hour, mostly sunny skies, partly sunny by 5 p.m. And we're going to top out right near that 90-degree mark. The breeze will be blowing in St. George tomorrow between 10 and 15 miles per hour at times. Mostly sunny skies going to dominate the day. 85 degrees by the noon hour, 99 by 5 p.m. And we should be about a degree warmer tomorrow than we were today, around 102 degrees by the time the day is all said and done. Tomorrow, partly sunny skies, just a few clouds out there, and then we see isolated showers and storms come back into the picture with the return of some monsoon moisture, and I think we'll all be happy about that. And after we get rid of that moisture, we're actually going to see those temperatures drop back down. Isolated storms as we work into Friday as well. Partly sunny skies both days. I think they'll just kind of be those hit and miss showers out there. Our surface map tomorrow, continue to see heat across the southwest. Did you notice the storms along the Rockies there, along the spine of the Rockies, and those will be coming back with the return of some monsoon moisture from our south and east. It'll be coming back into the forecast, and that'll help enhance some shower and storm activity as we get into the week, or the end of the week anyways. Forecast highs 90 degrees for the day tomorrow, and looking at here locally 102 to about 106, depending on whether you're between St. George or Mesquite. Go up in elevation, temperatures will be just a little bit cooler. Cedar City, going to see a much better chance of rain over the next 7 days than we will here locally, and temperatures actually going to be in the lower 80s by the time we get into the beginning part of next week. And temperatures here, well, back into the lower 90s. We will have some shower and storm chances out there Friday through Sunday, and then mostly dry with temperatures in the lower 90s to start next week.
Nice little cool down there.
Yeah, we'll take it. 10 degrees is a big deal.
Oh,
It's a big difference between 100 and 110. It's definitely a big difference between 100 and 90.
Thanks, Ross.
Yeah.
Still ahead, taking cat videos to the big screen. An annual tradition returned to St. Paul, Minnesota last night. The Cat Video Festival brought crowds of cat lovers to CHS Field. This festival features videos submitted by fans played on that big screen at the ballpark. Fireworks followed the videos. Ironically, cats aren't allowed inside the stadium, but plenty of people did dress up as cats.
Oh, cats. They're always entertaining to watch.
They are entertaining. You know how many hits they get on social media.
Oh, absolutely.
Those videos just go viral all the time.
They always seem to be doing something interesting. Something interesting, whether it's what you see right there or something even more dumb than that. I think
something entertaining and fun.
one that stands out the most in my mind is seeing a cat jump off a ledge, just fly. It's like,
oh my. Thanks for watching.
Have a great night.